The first question that we do have is a tariff question. Yes, it's a tariff question, and this question comes from Pretty Lebu, thank you so much for this question. I know that in terms of tariffs, it does get a little frisky because people are really scared of what tariffs look like. But let me show you how we're going to do this particular tariff that Pretty has given us. Thank you for this question, Pretty. So the question says to us, a family with 5 people are living in a water-restricted area in Johannesburg where they can use 87 liters of water per person per day. So it means that the municipality is telling them that they can only use 87 liters per person per day. And then it says to them, they have decided to install eco water storage tanks to be able to use 250 liters per person per day. The family uses 87 liters per person per day from the municipality, and then they use the extra amount from the water tanks. They have set 2 water tanks with the following dimensions as follows. Then they give us the dimensions. We have the diameter in milliliters and the height in milliliters. We have tank A and we have tank B. And then 1.1.1 says, how many liters of water in total do they use per month from the municipality and from the tanks? So it means that in this particular one, we need to now look at the fact that it's 5 people in the family. Okay, it doesn't really show properly, but it's 5 people in the family. And then the second thing that we need to consider from the municipality is that it's 87. So let's calculate for the municipality. Okay, that is 1.1.1. So we know that from the municipality, it's going to be 87 liters times 5 people. But now we want it for 30 days. And this is 5 people per day. Okay? So let's go and look at that. 87 liters times 5 people per day, it's going to be 435. So that's 435 liters for the whole family. Okay, this is per day for the whole family. And then it says to us that we need to look at how much they're going to spend per month in terms of 30 days. So they've given us how many days that month is going to be. Therefore, 435 times 30 days. And that is going to give us times 30 days, 13,050 liters, okay, per month. But this is from municipality. That's number 1. Let's look at, I'm going to actually call that A, and then B is going to be from the water tanks. We know that this family wants to use 250 liters. But this 250 liters is not going to come from the tanks because they've already used 87. So it's going to be 250 minus that 87, okay? 250 liters minus the 87 liters. Why am I subtracting? Because I've already calculated that over there and they've already used it in terms of that. So now let's see how much that's going to give us. 250 minus 87. So this is 163 liters. So it means that 163 liters is from the tank. And that's per person, okay? Therefore, 163 liters times 5 people is going to give us, times 5 people, 815 liters. And this is going to be for the whole family per day. Therefore, 815 liters times 30 days, because we know that these people are using it for 30 days. So I know I've got the tank and then I've got the municipality. 815 times 30 days. It's a lot, right? 24,450. Liters per month. And now I've got what I use for municipality. So for the municipality, it's this one. A, municipality is this, okay? And then from the tanks, it's going to be this, meaning they use much more from the tank. So now this question has told us that we need to have it from the municipality and from the tank. So we know how many liters they are using in total. But now, guys, it says to us in total. Whenever we have in total, it means we need to add the two numbers together. Total just means you're adding. So that's 13,050 in total. 13,050 liters plus 24,450 liters, because we want that in total, plus 13,050, 37,500. That's the liters in total, okay? So now I've got that part. But sometimes, guys, you won't have to calculate that. That's just a bonus. Sometimes you won't need to calculate how many liters of water these people are using. Sometimes all they're going to ask you, and they'll say to you, these people are going to be using 500 kiloliters of water. Calculate how much they need in terms of that. Sometimes that's all that they do. So don't panic in that regard. Now we come to the next step of tariffs that makes people really, really, really scared. Okay, let's go and see what the question says. The question says to us that this is the tariff table. This is the tariff table, okay? It says to us, use table 2, the water tariff charges. Sometimes it's not going to be water tariffs. Sometimes it will be an electricity tariff. So you do it exactly the same, guys. Don't panic if it's a different type of tariff that you are seeing. It says below and answer the following questions. Normal water tariff charges for Johannesburg. It tells us that from 0 to 6 kiloliters, it's going to be free. From 7 to 10, it's going to be 7 Rand 14 per kiloliter. From 11 to 15 is going to be 12.7 cents per liter, and so on and so on. And then we have a nice little conversion over there that tells us in terms of kiloliters. The family states that if the water per person used from the water tank were charged using the normal municipality tariffs, they would be paying more than 300 Rand, including 14% for the water bill. Verify with the necessary calculations whether this statement is true or not. So I'm going to read that again. Whenever you read a question and you don't understand it, go ahead and read it again. Don't be scared. No one is watching you to see how many times you read that question. And this is out of 9 marks, meaning that you have a lot of marks to lose if you do this incorrectly. The family states that if the water per person, number of liters, and that's what we've done already. So here, it's water per person, okay? Used from the water tank was charged using the normal municipality tariffs, they would be paying more than 300 Rand, including VAT, 14% for the water bill. So now we need to go and we need to calculate this, okay? Let's go and use the kiloliters that we have been given. We are not going to calculate the kiloliters per person, because from what I'm understanding from this question, it's saying to us that if we were all using this water from this tank, then this is how much we would be paying the municipality, including VAT. Let's go now and use that using this particular table. I've got my total here. Now I'm going to use that particular total, okay. But now I need to remember this is liters, and I need to convert this into kiloliters. 1.1.2. Above, the table said to me 1 kiloliter is equals to 1,000 liters. So I need to convert this into kiloliters. I'm going to put liters under liters, 37,500 liters. And then I'm going to put an X here because I'm trying to convert it into kiloliters. I cross multiply these two because it's not facing the X. And then I divide with this one because this one, I'm going to make it yellow, faces this X over here. So I'm going to cross multiply those two together. So it's going to be 1 kiloliter times 37,500 divided by the 1,000 that I was talking about. And this one for me is going to just be a matter of cancelling the zeros. But let me go to my calculator. Don't be scared to use your calculator. Okay, 37,500 divided by 1,000. It's going to be 37.5. Whenever in doubt, use your calculator. Now I've got 37.5 kiloliters, okay? 37.5 kiloliters. Now I need to calculate how much I'm going to use, how much I'm going to pay for this using the municipality tariff. First things first, Pretty, I hope that you are watching. If I'm using 37.5 kiloliters, the tariff table states to me, it says to me there, for the first 6 kiloliters, it's going to be free. I just want to show you how I'm going to do that. So it's going to be, for the first 6 kiloliters, it's going to be free. It's 0. Okay? Plus, I go and I see, guys, how many kiloliters are accommodated in the next bracket. So I can see that in the next bracket, this is the bracket over here, I say 10 minus 7, that gives me 3. It means that 3 kiloliters are accommodated in that bracket. So for the next 3 kiloliters, and I always like saying to learners, look at this, guys. The total here that I'm using is 37.5. I put that in rough. I say 37.5 kiloliters. The first 6 are free, so I subtract the first 6 so that I can see how much I am left with. I'm going to be left with 31.5, okay? And then the next 3, I'm going to pay 7 Rand 14. Let's go put that down. 3 kiloliters, I'm going to pay 7 Rand and 14 cents. So now because I've put this down, I'm going to subtract it. Remember, I put this and I went and I subtracted it from the total until I have nothing left. The next 3 kiloliters, I'm also going to subtract from whatever that I've got left here. Now I'm subtracting the next 3 kiloliters over there. And we've got different methods of doing this. And honestly speaking, you are allowed to do it the way that you've been taught by your own teacher. Minus 3 kiloliters, I'm going to be left with 28.5. 28.5 kiloliters, because now I've subtracted this 3 kiloliters that I've used. Okay, it's that. Now I go to the next bracket. The next bracket is from 11 to 15. I say 15 minus 11, and that's going to give me 4 kiloliters. That means for the next 4 kiloliters, guys, the next 4 kiloliters, I'm going to be paying 12 Rand and 7 cents. 4 kiloliters times 12 Rand and 7 cents. Plus, now because I've got it in my brackets, I know I go and I subtract it from my total again. Minus 4, which is going to leave me with 24.5. And I can tell because obviously, né? And then I go to my next bracket. My next bracket, 20 minus 16, can only accommodate 4 kiloliters of water. Okay? So it means that for the next 4 kiloliters of water, I'm going to pay 17 Rand 65. 4 kiloliters, I'm going to pay 17 Rand and 65 cents. It's a step by step. That's why it's 9 marks. Now, because I've added it here to my bracket, I need to go and subtract it in my total again. Minus 4 kiloliters of water. 20.5 is left. Okay, it's very important that I do this so that I can know how many kiloliters of water I have left. Now I'll go to my next bracket. My next bracket, if I say 30 minus 21, it gives me 9 kiloliters. So it means for the next 9 kiloliters of water, I'm going to pay 24 Rand and 3 cents. For the next 9 kiloliters of water, I'm going to pay 24 Rand and 3 cents. Okay? Now, because I have this in my brackets, I'm going to go and subtract it from my total up there. Minus 9. 20.5 minus 9 should give me 11.5. 20.5 minus 9. Yes. Just double checking, ne? I'm just going to remove this part over here. It leaves me with 11.5. Okay? Stunning. So I go to my next bracket. My next bracket over here, 40 minus 31. Next 9 kiloliters of water, I'm going to pay 25 Rand and 81 cents. So I go down. Do I have 9 left? Yes, I do have 9 left. So I need to go and put it as it is. 9 for the next 9 kiloliters of water. This is all marks, hey? This is all marks. Some people will be like, yeah, but is this necessary? Yes, if you want all your marks, this is very necessary. And then it says here that you're going to pay 25 Rand and 81. Sometimes the conditions are not so many. So now because I've got my 9 here, I need to go and subtract it up there again. Minus 9 kiloliters of water. So 11.5 minus 9. 2.5. Some of you, I can already hear you saying, this is too long. If it comes up, I'm going to leave it. That's marks that you are leaving. Do as much as you can. So 2.5 kiloliters of water are remaining over there. So what do? I go here. It says to us, anything more than that 40. Anything more than that 40, you are going to be paying 32 Rand and 27 cents. So what do? I take that 2.5 that is left as it is, and then I go and I multiply it with 32.27. Let's do that. 2.5. It's my remainder. It's like doing a remainder. I am going to pay 32.27. Okay. Now the big part is just me putting it all into my calculator. I know that this already is going to be 0, so I'm not going to add it. But I'm going to start adding with the second bracket, which is my board mass. So that's 3 times 7.14. That's 21.42. Actually, I feel like putting it all in my calculator. Let's see what's going to happen if I put it all in the calculator, because I can see what all of it is looking like. Okay, so it's going to be 3 times 7.14, just to save on time, plus 4. If you do this with your calculator, please make sure you're putting in the correct values, because you don't want to lose marks because you've left something out. 4 times 17.65. Guys, you want to get these marks. These are, for me, they're really, really simple marks that you should not be leaving out. 0.03 plus 9. 9 times 25.81 plus 2.5 times 32.27. That gives us 669.535. And already you can see that this is going to be way more than that 300 Rand. And yes, they are correct. But this is excluding VAT. If you want to go and include VAT on this particular number, this is what I would do to include VAT. I would say 663.535. That's money, by the way, ne? Multiplied, not multiplied, sorry. We're adding VAT. Plus, we now doing 14%, but remember VAT is now 15%, so please be careful in terms of VAT, okay? So, this would then give me what I'm looking for VAT purposes. 663.535 plus 14%, which is 14 all over 100. Close bracket. Okay, I can't close my bracket yet. Delete. Times 665 again, comma 535. And that's whenever you are calculating VAT, guys. 756. Comma, it's money, so I'm going to say 71 cents. That is what it would be.